Hello and welcome to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. I am here at the moment to do a very impromptu last-minute live video because I made a mistake.
Wait a minute, you're actually saying that you need someone dumber than you are?
You may have come to the right place.
I basically said that Brad Wright is in Hollywood, is actually in Los Angeles at the MGM headquarters having meetings on Tuesday. In the video, I also said that the source that I speak to at MGM had seen Brad Wright in the building on Monday. Brad Wright then messaged me, which is a bit like being told off by your dad.
Whose idea was this? Did you think this was a good idea? Who got the paint out?
The creator of my favorite TV show ever, to tell me that he's not in LA. And this isn't true. Initially, I thought that message on YouTube was probably fake. I get a lot of fake messages. I get a lot of bullshit message stuff, people trying to wind me up. So I thought it's probably not true. I then checked his Twitter feed and no, it was true. He isn't in LA, or he says he isn't in LA, and he's not attending these meetings. So I immediately messaged my source with what the effing hell is going on? Why have you told me this? I do get a lot of information from people that I can't verify, and I don't share it because I can't verify it. In this case, I do know that the chap in question does work for MGM, is from California. I've checked as much as possible that he is who he says he is. The other possibility is that Brad Wright was actually being dishonest, but that is really unlikely. That he actually is at these meetings, isn't supposed to tell anyone. I've let the cat out of the bag doing my video. So he has tried to nip it in the bud. I think that is incredibly unlikely. For one, he's Canadian. I don't think they are capable of lying, but also he wouldn't go out of his way to actually go, yeah, no, this isn't true. If it was. So I really don't think that's true. Another thing was they said that maybe he isn't in LA, but maybe he's going to join these meetings by Zoom. Somebody asked him that on Twitter and he said, no, that's also not the case. So I really locked down on my source to ask him what the hell is going on. First of all, on the Brad Wright actually seeing Brad Wright. So it says, are you certain it was him? And he went, I was certain it was him. But he was wearing a mask. And I'm like, what? The meetings that were penciled in, are you certain his name was on these meetings, to attend these meetings? And he's adamant he was. You gotta remember, these sources that I speak to at MGM, they talk to me because I listen, for one, but also they talk to me because they're massive fans of Stargate. They love Stargate as much as we do. So they want this information to get out. They want their opinions to get out. These are rumors that go around any office building. Again, these people that I talk to, they're not high-up executives or anything. They're normal, in some cases, normal people that work in and around the building. So rumors go around the building as well. I try to tell you when these things are rumors. I didn't actually believe him when he told me he'd seen Brad Wright. So I tried to sort of, when I did this video that I've now deleted, by the way, because I don't, if it's not true, I don't want it on the channel. But, you know, I said to him, I wasn't really sure. So I said, this is what he said. He said he saw it from across the room. He has spoken to Brad Wright before. So he was 90% certain, but I wasn't sure. I will share them with you because they're rumors that come from the MGM building. They come from the MGM company. So I think they're worth sharing. It's worth the risk to share them. In this case, it's bit me in the ass. But it's not all bad news. Because when Brad Wright did message me, he also said that he's sure these meetings are actually happening. He's just not been invited to them. But for example, when Joseph Malozzi tweeted that he'd seen the script and he'd had his light reading over the weekend, that he's seen the script that Brad Wright's produced, a script that Brad Wright says he actually wrote nearly a year ago, but I was told was edited and was only actually seen by Amazon people about a month or 6 weeks ago, but Brad Wright says he wrote it a year ago. I had that information on my channel within 24 hours. Gate World and other channels like Popcast and people like this took nearly a week. Made a mistake. I apologise to Brad Wright because I wasted his time. I've wasted other people's time, and I hate that.
Yes, Rodney, I shot you, and I said I was sorry.
You shot me too.
I'm sorry for shooting everyone.
But silver lining, Brad Wright did confirm that he is absolutely certain these meetings are happening. They're happening this week, and hopefully we'll start getting something a bit more concrete come out about our favourite TV show really, really soon. But I know they've talked about it. You remember I did a video a few months ago and I said that Brad Wright was in the building at Beverly Hills, and I had to apologise to say no, he wasn't. I've since been told that actually this was completely separate. I was only told this about 2 weeks ago, that there were a bunch of meetings about Brad Wright at executive things just before these big summits. And I never put two and two together initially. But now I've suddenly realised, I wonder if that's what the bloke saw. He saw the Brad's name.
He saw his name and it was about Brad Wright, but
meetings,
he wasn't actually attending.
But he wasn't actually attending. So it was, so I do wonder, I haven't actually asked the bloke that told me, because he stopped talking to me after that. After I did the video and I apologised, he, virtual hug, thank you, Jack. He thought that I was calling him a liar, because he said I am 100% convinced I saw his name on these meetings. And then I obviously did that video saying, I'm sorry, Brad Wright has told me himself he wasn't there. And I do think this guy made a genuine mistake. He basically saw Brad Wright's name on these meetings, saw a bloke that he thought was Brad wearing a bloody mask across the room, and then just put two and two together and made six. So I think it was a genuine mistake. But now this other guy's told me, no, there were a bunch of meetings about. But it was simply, they weren't like anything nefarious. It was simply the MGM executives and people know Brad. The Amazon people coming in don't know him. Stargate's considered to be a big role. So they had some meetings to say, well, you know, what's he like? What are his priorities? What does he want to do? And that's all these meetings were, apparently. But
it makes sense that that's what happened.
I'm hoping so, but like I said, he's never spoken to me since. Yeah, he says he thinks I called him a liar, and I wasn't. I was trying to be really honest, but at the end of the day, if Brad Wright tells you off and says I wasn't there, you know, you don't have a choice. You've got to issue an apology, ain't you? You've got no choice.